guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stella Rose and today we are doing a shop my stash. I usually film these kind of like on the weekends. I try to post them usually every week. I haven't been doing too well at them. As you can see today, I am like barefaced. I really don't feel good. I went to our rapid care yesterday and I got put on antibiotics and a steroid and some kind of like, they're called like cough gels or some kind of capsule pearls, cough pearls, something like that, where it like helps suppress your coughs, your coughing attacks and whatnot. So if there's like cutaways and whatnot, that's why, because I'm like having a coughing attack. But I haven't really been wearing a lot of makeup, but I have pretty much gone through all of the makeup that was in my drawer the last few weeks, and so I do have a good idea of what I like and what I don't like. So we're just gonna kind of go over everything that was in my drawer for the last few weeks, and then we're gonna pick some new items. I already picked out my eyeshadows for the next few weeks, and I am doing a lot of Christmas eyeshadows, so I'm so excited. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell. I might do a Christmas look, kind of like a get ready with me, so try to stay tuned and subscribe for that video that might be coming. Fingers crossed I have time to do that. So we're gonna start with eyeshadows. I have 3 eyeshadows in for this last few weeks. So we had a Kylie Cosmetics from Kylie Jenner. It was a 10-pan palette. Ooh, I don't know how to count today. These were super pretty, a lot of pinks and new kind of colors. I loved the pigments, it was great. My kind of colors. They worked really well. They blended out nicely. Definitely recommend. Then I had this from I Heart Revolution. It was the Pumpkin Spice Latte palette. It was all kinds of shimmers. I only used this a couple of times, and I don't really like a lot of just completely like shimmer shadow palettes. That's not my cup of tea. I usually have to have just a few shimmers. Like they're literally all shimmers. But I used like 3 of them, and sorry, I used like 3 of them, and they worked out really nice. There's so much stuff happening in my house today. I paired it with this palette, which is the Modern Renaissance from Anastasia, and it worked really nice. It kind of completed some of the looks. It's a very kind of neutral palette with a couple of pops, and I think it looked really well. You compare that palette with other palettes, and then you compare the Pumpkin Spice with other palettes as well that are more neutrals and don't have a lot of shimmer or any at all, more mattes and whatnot. So I think these last few weeks went really well with the eyeshadows. Moving along to primers, I actually had 2 in here. I had the NYX Marshmallow. I really like this primer. For me, it was a really good hydrating primer, and I didn't think it was necessarily a hydrating primer, but it worked well with my skin, and my skin is a dry skin. So I think that was a really good primer for me. And then I also had the Too Faced, I cannot remember what it's called. It was a new primer this last year. It was kind of like a 2-in-1. It was like a skincare and a primer in one. It was like a pink glass kind of a bottle. And it was really cute. It had a really interesting scent to it. It was kind of perfumey. If you know what I mean, like you'll probably understand which one I'm talking about. If I can remember while I'm editing, I'll like insert a picture on the screen or whatever. If I don't, then it's probably because I'm like so tired that I'm just not really paying attention. So I do apologize. But again, I don't feel well. But I had to throw it away because I think I've had it, or it was either from this year or this last year. But it started smelling off. So I did not want to put it on my skin, and I just threw it away. So I only ended up having one primer. So I had this primer the entire time. And then I got a sty in my eye, and so I just stopped putting makeup on because I don't know what happened. I just kept getting it, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And so I was just like, screw this, I'm not putting makeup on. Next I had the Healthy Foundation from Physicians Formula. I really like this foundation. Mine is in LN3. I would definitely buy again. I actually really think mine's expired. Yeah, because mine says expired. I think it's expired in July of this year. So I'm going to need to buy a new of this one, but I probably won't buy it yet because I do have a lot of foundations. But I will need to write it down because I really like this coloring for me. It worked well with my skin. It didn't like break on me after a while. You know, sometimes foundations really like break up on your face. Nope, it worked really good for me. Again, dry skin. Next, I had the Dewy and Smooth from Maybelline. This is a Fit Me. This, you know, sometimes, you know, you have to put it on in a certain way. Like, I don't know. Like, sometimes if you put it on right, there we go. This one was in 110 Porcelain. I think this one was a good shade match for me as well. This was the Dewy and Smooth from Normal to Dry. That was a great shade match again, like I said. Again, it didn't break up on my skin after a while. It worked well with me. This one, however, this one broke up on my skin so quickly. I was so surprised. This one is for normal to dry skin. It is a hydrating foundation. It says up to 24 hours, and it's the Infallible Pro Glow. It did not work well with my skin. Again, with the dry skin, it's supposed to be a hydrating foundation. It was not a hydrating foundation, at least for me. It broke up on my skin so quickly, and I had just gotten it like less than, I don't know, less than, 6 months, and I think it was like the first time or so that I used it, and it was just really surprising. So this one will get thrown away in the trash. I do not like that. Next I had concealers. I had my Jeffree Star. This one was in C7. This was a great shade match for me. I always like using this concealer. I just use it for brightening under my eyes, right here, down my nose. Same with this one, and that's how I really use my concealers. I don't really have too much besides like, some redness, but I don't really conceal. I just conceal like my under eyes because I have dark circles every single day. This one is in the shade L150 Porcelain. This is the True Blend from CoverGirl. Love that stuff. Holy grail. Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate. This is in C2. I like this one as well, but just not as much as the other ones. I would repurchase, but it's not necessarily like up there for me. Bronzers, I had a Physicians Formula in the bronzer shade, the normal regular one. And then the Sunkissed 02 in the Milani bronzer. I love both of those bronzers. They are both drugstore, both amazing, both great. Moving on to powders, I will say that there was one that I absolutely hated, and I was honestly really surprised that I hated it. It was the NARS Translucent Light Reflecting Pressed Setting Powder. It is a white setting powder. Like, it is completely white. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of like iridescent too. It's weird. I don't know. But I tried to get it on a brush, and it just really wouldn't come off. It didn't set my makeup. Like, it did nothing for me. It would not come off. And I mean, it's got really cute packaging. Like, this is so cute. I would keep it just for the packaging, but what's the point? It's just gonna take up space. I don't want it. If it's not gonna do anything for me, why would I keep it? I'm kind of like at the point where I literally just want to throw everything in my house away if it's not serving a purpose. Like all this crap back here that you're not seeing, and over here and on the floor and downstairs and in my garage, I'm literally throwing fits after fits after fits. I'm like, it's like I'm pregnant and I'm nesting, but I'm not pregnant. I'm just getting irritated, all the mess. Next powder, I have the Huda Beauty. This is the pound cake. I like this. It's a little thick, but sometimes you need it. Then I have the Jeffree Star. This one is in the shade Rose. I love the smell of this, and I don't know, it's not like a pink, but it's, I don't know, I just like it. It's great. And the smell for me, I love scents. So if you're not a big scent person, if you don't like scents and like your makeup or your skincare and stuff like that, don't buy it because it's very heavily scented. Blush. I had 3 blushes this week. I had a cream blush. This is stick blush in Peachy Keen from Anastasia. It's a peachy color, obviously. It's super cute. I absolutely loved this. I'm not like too fond of cream and liquid blushes, but sometimes I'll use them. I'm more along the easier ways of applying makeup sometimes, especially if I'm in a rush. Other times I'm just like, meh, let's try it out today. See how I feel. Pat McGrath Labs. This one is in Divine Rose 2, I believe. And this one is a duo color. I do like that one. It was nice. It was a little deeper than some of the other ones. This one was a little bit lighter. This is the Enchanted Mirror from the Disney collection, the Belle one. I loved them both. I love blush. It's so pretty. And then I have the highlighter, ABH Amrezy. To die for, just as much as the Juvia's Place, the Tribe Volume 3. To die for. Both of these are just magnificent. And last but not least, I have the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I actually forgot I did put in the All-Nighter from Urban Decay Setting Spray. And that was it for the week, besides all of my necessities that I usually put in, like eyeliner and mascara. So all of these are just gonna continue being the same, so I'm just gonna go through them right now real fast. We're gonna keep the Ilia in, the Limitless Lash, the Luna Magic, this is a priming lash serum, the Pat McGrath Labs Fetish Eyes Mascara, Matte Stacks, I think that one's in black. We're gonna keep the Benefit Give Me Brow, the Ofra eyeliner in black, the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil, Scone in peanut butter. This is a eyebrow pencil, Stila Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner in Spice, the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Superstar Liquid Eyeliner, and the e.l.f. eyeliner in black. So all of those are gonna stay the same, so I'm not gonna pick out anything new for like mascara or eyeliner or brows, minus the Scone. Actually, the Scone is gonna go back and I'm gonna do my Benefit eyebrow pencil, because that's also my favorite. So, okay, let us go and shop my stash. Alrighty guys, so now we are in my drawers. I am sitting in the chair with my Christmas socks on. Aren't they cute? Look at the snowflakes. Okay, so obviously if you've seen my shop my stashes before, we're just gonna go in my drawers. I've already picked out my eyeshadow palette, so we'll go over those in a second. In my drawer with all of my foundations, concealers, and powders, I am gonna choose this foundation. If you guys saw my last one, this one actually fell out of my drawer, landed on the floor, and I told you guys I was gonna pick it up later. Well, I didn't pick it up later. Instead, my dog ate it later, and I had to buy a new one. So this is my new one, and it is in the box, and so I am putting it on my table, okay? And I'm gonna try it out before my dogs eat it again. So, I just really don't have stuff that I want to use anymore. I don't think I've actually used that. I should probably use that. We'll try that out. We'll see how it works. And I don't know if that one's too light for me or if this one's just too dark for me. I think I should take these two out and see whether or not this one's too light and this one's too dark, or if they're, I don't know. We'll see, because this one is soft ivory and this one's, why can't I remember? Soft beige. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. And they're both dewy, so I know that if one works and the other one doesn't, then I will have to get rid of soft beige if the soft ivory works, because this one's the original. And we'll have to figure it out and go from there. Other than that, we will move on to concealers. And so for concealer, I am going to do the e.l.f. concealer. I love the e.l.f. hydrating concealer, and I haven't used it in forever. And then I'm also going to use, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. I haven't done this one in a while. I'm irritated with this. There's so little product in here and the packaging sucks. But I might as well get my money's worth and not waste it. So let's go ahead and do those. And I also have the other one up in my Shop My Stash. I wanna finish that. And I haven't opened this one yet because I really wanna finish the other one. Yeah, so that other one's gonna be in there. And then I am going to get my Kosas and my Laura Mercier. So we're gonna put these two in my Shop My Stash for the week, and then we're done with this drawer. We're skipping my lipstick drawer, and then we're just gonna move into this one. This one is my primers, liquid cream, and then there's a couple of powdered. And then my face palettes and setting sprays. Sorry, my son is being ridiculous. I do apologize. Probably didn't take his medicine this morning. I am gonna grab my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I haven't used this in quite a bit. I know I have other setting sprays, but I just, I need to use some other things as well. I'm gonna do my Rare Beauty. This one's in, my mauve, nearly mauve. And then I think I'm gonna do my Professional Light Primer from Benefit, as well as I'm going to do, I really don't have a lot of primers anymore, huh? I thought I had a few. I'm gonna do my e.l.f. Power Grip, and I'm also gonna do my e.l.f. Jelly Pop, my dew primers. I'm gonna do those two as well. I don't think I've tried my Tatcha Silk. Oh well, we'll try that some other time. Okay, I should probably pick a face palette though. I haven't done a face palette in a while. We'll do my NARS. My Narcissus palette. It's got some blush, bronzer, and I don't think, sorry, it does not have a highlighter in there, so I'll pick some highlighters too. I'm gonna pick one bronzer since I have a bronzer in there. I'm gonna do my Becca bronzer. This is in Laguna, I think. No, Capri Coast. Why did I say Laguna? Laguna's NARS. I'm dumb. Capri Coast from Becca. And then for highlighter, I'm doing my MAC. I love my MAC. This is the Double Gleam. Yeah, there it is. Double Gleam. One of my favorites. And then for blush, I gotta think. Not blush. Yes, blush. No blush. Yes, blush. Yes, blush. Okay. Wait, I already did blush. No, I'm not picking a blush because I already got my cream and I have like 4 blushes in that palette. I'm going to pick another highlighter. Okay, I'm gonna pick one of my Ofra highlights. I just gotta figure out which one I'm gonna pick. I might pick my Start Inspired, I cannot talk. My Start Inspired, ooh, but my peppermint. Oh. Here's my peppermint, and I'm gonna pick my peppermint and my Start Inspired. Yeah, I'm picking these two. Both of them. All of them. Actually, I should probably just grab them all because I might as well. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to. You know, I don't ever grab for this one, and it's my Rodeo Drive. But whatever. It's fine. Okay. So, as I'm moving everything, look, isn't this cute? This is from last year from ColourPop. This is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And this is one of the eyeshadow palettes that I will be using. Oh my god, look how cute. Okay, so this is the palette that we are going to be using for the next weeks. Isn't it so cute? So Christmassy. I love the names. Totally fits the movie. Okay, so we're going to be doing that one. And then this is from one of my project pans that I was supposed to do this year. Like I said, I've just kind of taken a step back. This is my avocado toast from BH Cosmetics. And I had a lot of greens in there for my 50 Shades of Green project pan. So I'm going to incorporate some of the greens. Maybe some pinks too. I don't know. We'll see. And then my wife actually got me this. If you've seen it at Walmart, my wife got me this. So cute, isn't it? And look at the middle one. Oh, that is just adorable. I can't wait to incorporate this in my Christmas looks. We have the Main Squeeze from ColourPop palettes. This is kind of like all reds, shades of reds and pinks. Sorry about my dogs barking. They're outside right now, and they're barking at everything. So those are that. And one little, like kind of like a goldish red. So there's that. We have the At Forest Sight by Raw Christie Beauty and ColourPop. And this one has some greens and some nice pretty colors as well. And last but not least, we have the Gemini 2 from Melt Cosmetics. And I have not used this one at all, but it's got some reds and greens. And I thought it was just so gorgeous that I absolutely had to try to test it out. So I am going to be using this and seeing how it works. I've never used Melt Cosmetics shades, so I will be using that and seeing how all my looks turn out with this palette. So now we're going to take all this stuff that I've put up here, and we're going to put it into my normal, and then here's the benefit. Give me precisely my brow pencil that I'll be putting in there as well. So, all right. I'm going to skip to how I have things in there. So give me just a minute, and then we'll be right back. Alrighty, so I got everything kind of, not really. So everything but really the big palettes, obviously. This doesn't even, it's not even not even going to attempt putting it in there. So all of these palettes don't fit. Obviously the long one is too long for it, but we've got this stuff. I guess I could just, I don't know. I guess I could try to put some of this stuff up in here. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. I guess I could try to put, there we go. We can put that in there, I guess like that. And, you know, shut it like that. And then I've got those in there. I've got those in there. Now I have those in there. Now I have those in there. Obviously, we've got those. Nothing in there. Oh, shoot. Huh? I didn't know that. And then we've got, you know, most of our other things up in here. So, that is how we have everything this week. But, you know, we're going to see how everything works together as collectively a whole. I'm going to see how these two things work out for me. I don't believe I've ever used this either. I'm going to also see how this shade matches me and go from there. So hopefully this is a good week. I hope these palettes I have fun with. These two I've never used. Actually, I don't think I've ever used this palette either. I've used the Raw Beauty a couple times and the Peppermint highlighter I haven't used either. I hope everyone has a wonderful week. I look forward to, you know, talking to you guys in the comments. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, comment down below. Tell me how you're doing. I hope everyone has a great week again. And remember to stay beautiful.